Okay, the Pierce, yeah, and Piersha. Okay, so you'll see that you're talking about people, and you'll use their last name and put ach on it, and make a name out of it. It basically means the same as referring to them, but not actually using their name, using this variant of it. Piersha. Okay.
Like if you're writing an academic paper, you just address everyone.
Yeah, you'd use that a lot in if you're writing academically. Okay, a little bit more formal way of writing, I guess. Now, there's a bunch of words in Irish that are irregular. I just put one in here, but there's plenty of them. The woman, an van, and the plural is namra. And you'll hear two pronunciations of that, namna or namra. Okay, so N's turn into R sounds a lot in different places in Ireland, yes?
Yeah, that's like Robert the Bruce, huh?
Yeah, same idea, right. Okay.
How would you do that to Hogan?
Milganach, I think it would be, or something like that. It's Hogan, I think it is. In Irish, yeah.
Banach actually sounds Gaelic-ish.
Yeah. Okay. So, the reason I put these in there is just so you're familiar with some of the patterns. And the best way to know how to say a plural in Irish is think of a word that you maybe happen to know both forms of and that's closest to it and just guess that it's the same. Okay? So there are some patterns. Things that end in og always do after them. So if you find any words that end in og, you kind of do them like any other word you know that does og. Okay? And, right now we're just kind of going through a lot of stuff. At some point here you'll start to see words over and over again and you go, okay, I've seen that one before, it looks familiar, and I know what it's going to be for more of them, okay? And as you have experience, you just start applying those patterns. But here I threw them in just so you get a chance to see the variation, okay? So, there we go. Stop an lína ada carna arish. Okay. There were three. Stop poluli a charhain agus líse shear sa siochan.
Stop poluli a charhain agus líse shear sa siochan.
So Poluli stopped his car and lay back in the seat. Again, the word stop just means stop. Poluli. A car is his car. A charhain, his own car. And Li is lay. Li shear, he laid back. So the word shear has a lot of meanings in Irish. It's used whenever you say back, you usually use a form of shear. Okay, literally it's means something like to the west, but basically it's to the west or back. Okay. So Li shear, he laid back. Sa in the siochan is seat. And the word siochan is related to the word si, which is to sit. Okay, si is sit. So si shias, sit down. Siochan is
Place
seat.
of sitting.
Yeah, something like that. So a lot of times if you take the words that have on them and you take the on part off and maybe a little bit of the stuff that's around it, you can come back to the word. It sort of looks like where it came from. So siochan came from si. Okay?
So, you don't aspirate something starting with S then?
No, sa does not, correct. Yes, sa, the word sa meaning in the, normally aspirates. So you say in the car, sa car. Okay? It does not aspirate T, D, or S. Okay, you can see T, D, and S do a lot of things together. They don't get aspirated, they don't get affected by N's a lot of times, so.
What about in this sentence, Tom and Mahi?
Yeah, they don't get aspirated after sa.
Oh.
Okay. And the reason is sa was originally insun, and there used to be an N there, and N's don't affect T, D, and S because they're set in the same place in your mouth or something like that. Okay? So there's a reason for it, but probably not a very helpful reason. Okay. Now, what we're going to look at here is possession, which we've done a couple times before, but I wrote it down this time. It doesn't hurt to go through it again. And that's the way you say my, your, his, her, and so on. Okay? So we start with the word car, which is a car. Okay? The way you say my is you use ma, M-O, and it aspirates the following words. So my car, machar. Your car is da, and it aspirates dachar. His is a, and it aspirates. So his car, achar. Her is also a, but it does not aspirate, so it becomes a car.
A car.
Okay, so the way you know the difference between his and hers, his aspirates, hers doesn't. So a car is his car, a car, her car. Okay? Our is our, and it eclipses uru on the following words. So argar.
Argar.
And your, for more than one person, were, so your car, wurgar.
Urgar.
And there is also a, and this one does uru on the following words, so their car, agar.
Agar.
So if you notice, his, her, and there is all a, but it does different things to the word after it, and that's the way you know whether it's his, hers, or theirs. Okay? So achar, akar, agar are many different things. Okay? A couple other patterns. So mo, do, and a, meaning my, yours, and his, all aspirate. A, meaning hers, doesn't do that. Our, were, and a, meaning our, y'all's, or theirs, eclipses. Okay, so there's some kind of patterns there.
If it's plural, it always equals.
Yeah, plural, it always eclipses. Okay? Now, let's look at a word that starts with an F, like the word fanya, is a ring. Okay? Now, when you eclipse an F, it becomes FH, which is silent in Irish. And so what we do is we basically combine the mo with the following words. So instead of saying mo anya, you say manya.
Manya.
Okay? And your ring, danya. His ring, you still separate them, so it's anya.
Anya.
Her ring, use that does not lenite it, so it becomes afanya.
Fanya.
Our eclipses, so it becomes arwanya.
Arwanya.
And y'all's werwanya. And their ring, awanya.
Awanya.
So anya, afanya, awanya are three different things. Okay? All right. Yeah. All right. Any questions on that one? Okay. And last one, let's look at one that starts with a vowel. Orashta is an orange. Okay, so kind of like with the F, you stick the m onto it. Okay, so my orange, morashta. Your orange, dorashta. His orange, orashta. Hers now, when a word starts with a vowel, you put an H there. Okay, so it becomes a harashta. Okay, and when a word starts with a vowel and you use ours or yours or theirs, then you stick an N in front of it, and usually with a dash on it. Okay, so our orange, our narashta. And y'all's orange, we're narashta. And their orange, a narashta. Okay, and you usually put the N dash on there rather than just an N, is because otherwise it might be confused with another word. Okay, so good one I like is so the difference would be the difference between our naher and our naher spelled this way and that way is this one is ours father, because aher is father, our naher our father. This one, N doesn't get eclipsed at all, so you don't stick anything ever in front of an N. So this is just the word naher, which is a snake. Okay, so
Our snake was short and heavy.
so depending on whether you put a dash there, it makes a difference. So in Irish, the letter H gets stuck in front of words like we saw with a harashta, her orange. And you can write a dash on it or not. It doesn't really matter in Irish because other than like 5 words borrowed from English, there aren't words that start with H's in Irish. Okay? So anytime you see an H in a word in the beginning of a word, it's because it got stuck on there from somewhere else. Okay? So like the word meaning hers sticks H's on them. Okay? You'll see T's and N's stuck on words. Okay? And these you usually write with a dash on them because they could be part of the word or they could be something that was stuck on, and it makes a difference on which word you're looking at. Okay? So that's why, in this, for example, here you have to write it because otherwise it'd be confused with another word. Okay? You put dashes on again, optionally with the H, usually with the T and N's, unless the following word starts with a capital letter, in which case you just put a lowercase one next to it. So like the word I, meaning in, it does, and this applies,
It's okay, you can use purple.
okay. Yeah, all right, meaning in sticks on does eclipsis on the following word. And so we can do, let's say, a word like Killarney was Killarnia. So if you're in Killarney, you're Gillarnia. Okay. So if you had another word, I think a word you would stick